If you're a working professional planning the US, there's a harsh truth you need to hear. H-1B is no longer about who wants to go to the US. It's about who the US actually needs. That's why you're hearing scary words like $100,000 H-1B fee, wage-based selection, and tighter scrutiny. But here's the real problem: most people don't understand what these rules actually mean. In the next few minutes, I'll break down the new H-1B rules clearly, without fear-mongering, and tell you exactly how working professionals should think about them. The H-1B visa system has not suddenly become strict. What has changed is the intent behind how the US wants to use limited work visas. Every year, the US issues only 85,000 new H-1B visas, while applications run into several hundred thousand. This gap has existed for years, but earlier the system allowed volume, loopholes, and low-value filings. Now the US government is actively shifting the system from quantity to quality. That means fewer casual filings, fewer low-wage roles, fewer just try your luck applications, and more emphasis on higher skills, higher salaries, and real business need. This video is specifically for working professionals, people already employed, especially in MNCs, IT services, or product companies who are confused by headlines like $100K H-1B fee or wage-based lottery. The key mindset shift you need is this. H-1B is no longer an HR formality. It is an employer investment decision. Once you understand that, every new rule starts to make sense. One of the most important changes already implemented is the person-based H-1B registration system. Earlier, the lottery was company-centric. If one person had multiple job offers, each employer could file a registration. This allowed the same person to appear multiple times in the lottery, artificially increasing their chances. Some companies exploited this heavily. Now, the system works like this. One individual equals one lottery entry. Multiple employers do not increase chances. USCIS tracks applicants using personal identifiers. This single change has reduced fake demand and duplicate filing significantly. For working professionals, this is mostly good news. Earlier, even strong profiles lost because of inflated numbers. Now, the pool reflects more genuine demand. But there's a trade-off. You can no longer rely on try every year and hope. Your profile must justify sponsorship before filing. The $100,000 H-1B fee is the most misunderstood topic. Let's be very clear. There is no universal $100,000 fee that every H-1B applicant pays today. This figure comes from policy proposals and targeted proclamations meant to discourage misuse, especially mass, low-wage sponsorship models. The intention is simple. Make sponsorship expensive enough that only serious employers apply. Who this targets? Bulk hiring consultancies. Low-value, high-volume filings. Who it usually does not target? Strong MNCs. Product companies. Internal transfers. Existing H-1B holders. For professionals, the impact is indirect but important. Employers will sponsor fewer people, but stronger profiles. Every H-1B job is classified into a Department of Labor wage level, also called a wage band. There are 4 levels. Level 1, entry/junior roles. Level 2, mid-level roles. Level 3, senior roles. Level 4, expert/lead roles. Earlier, wage levels mainly existed for salary compliance. In practice, they didn't strongly influence lottery outcomes. That is changing. The system is increasingly designed to favor higher wage bands, because higher wages signal greater expertise, harder to replace skills, and stronger business justification. The lottery still exists, but employer behavior has changed. Companies are now far more selective about whom they sponsor. For working professionals, this means Moving into higher impact roles matters more than applying earlier.
If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow and lets me bring you more content like this.
Let's break this down simply. Earlier, H-1B selection was based on a pure random lottery. It didn't matter how skilled you were or how much you were paid, luck decided everything. Now, the system is moving toward wage-weighted and skill-based selection, where higher-value roles get preference. Previously, one person could have multiple entries through different employers. That loophole is closed. Today, one person gets only one entry. Employer cost is another big change. Earlier, companies paid standard filing fees. Now, for certain new cases, sponsorship can go up to $100,000, which means companies will sponsor only when they're serious. Job requirements were loosely interpreted before. But now, there's strict checking: your degree, skills, job title, and salary all must align. Finally, oversight has increased. More vetting, more audits, and fewer shortcuts. The takeaway is simple. H-1B is shifting from luck-based to value-based. If you bring strong skills, impact, and clarity, the system works in your favor. Here's the good news. If you're already working, the system is not against you. It's actually filtering for you. The new H-1B rules are not designed to block talent. They are designed to separate serious professionals from casual applicants. You don't need to chase luck anymore. You need to build clarity, depth, and impact in your role. Focus on becoming harder to replace, not easier to sponsor. When your skills, responsibilities, and value align, sponsorship becomes a logical decision, not a gamble. And remember this: visas don't create careers. Strong careers create visa opportunities. Build value. Stay patient. Keep options open. The right opportunity will meet you halfway.